Hey everyone, it's me, Kim Coleman. I'm here today to give you my 10 tips to starting a membership site. Getting started is tough, and if you're inspired to grow your nest egg, you may be asking yourself, what do I know? What do I have that can deliver value? These 10 tips are going to help you narrow in on that and get started the right way so you don't waste time building what members don't want, building what people won't pay you for. So here we go. These are my 10 top tips. We're going to do this in an interesting structure. I'm going to give you the tip. Then the next slide, you can pause or just grab a piece of paper, and while I show you that, you're going to answer the question for each of the steps. So by the end of this, you're going to have a big document you've written out or typed out kind of strategies for each of these focus areas. So let's go. The first tip, start small. Validate your idea by testing it out as quickly as possible. After you validate it, you can grow your site features as the demand for those features grows. It's the concept of launching an MVP, a minimal viable product. It's key to any new venture. So here's your pause, think, answer. What can you launch super fast to validate your membership site idea? The last thing you want to do is build out a gigantic library of content, build out a thing that people don't even want. So what's your MVP? Write it down. Next idea, be patient. Not every membership site you start, not every business you start is going to be an overnight success. Be sure you're ready to commit to growing your nest egg through thick and thin. You're going to be working nights, long hours, often as a side hustle, and you have to use that MVP to boost your morale with quick wins. Pause this video. What is the easiest piece of the project? What do you expect your biggest roadblock to be? Think of those things beforehand so that when they come up, you're prepared to deal with it. Next tip, be consistent. You have to show up daily. You have to put in the hard work, and you will yield results over time. Find ways to make small daily progress in the ways that fit into your life and other commitments in life. You're not going to, hopefully not quit your day job to launch this membership product. So pause. What is your biggest to-do item? What is the thing with building this membership site that just feels like insurmountable? Start breaking that up into smaller tasks. Break it up into daily goals. You're much more inclined to keep going if you feel like you're making progress. Offer value for free. You have to offer really valuable content to your free members, to non-members. This approach seems counterintuitive, but it helps you build credibility and it creates loads of organic traffic. It does the marketing for you. Pause the video. What's the most valuable thing your membership site is going to offer? What's the free version you can release now? Often we, waste a lot of time and we don't launch early because we want the big picture done. So what's a really valuable thing you could use now to start list building? Next tip, build an audience. Always think about how you're building your audience. Even if you have nothing to sell yet, a lot of people go online, use the build in public hashtag, and start documenting their journey. Experience sharing is a great way to get early feedback and learn from other founders who've made it along the way. Get ready to pause this video. Pick a social channel right now. On your paper, choose one and write your first post. You're going to post today. Use your build in public hashtag. Use whatever hashtag your community uses. Be ready to pivot. You're building this online business to benefit members and make some money, but be ready to adjust your pricing, your value prop, your offer, and anything else you can tweak to create more value. You might not have the perfect vision of your business today, but you will after you test some things. Pause the video. List one simple way your membership business will collect early customer feedback. This is super important and often an afterthought, but those early adopters are the people who are most invested in your success. They want to tell you why. Next tip, use what you have. Don't let your tools, a feature, your budget be a limiter. Start with what you have. And whether that's development, a new marketing effort, running a sale, starting with affiliates or more. When cash flow is flowing, you can level up what you're doing. Next pause session, list 3 dream tools and list a good enough alternative temporary stand-in tool that you already have access to. We're not going to go buy a new $2,000 laptop if we have a good enough laptop today. Next tip, play the long game. This is cheesy, but just like Rome, a side hustle isn't built in a day. It's called a side hustle because you're building it on the side. You have other stuff, you have life. Keep the end goal in mind. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Take your paper, write down 3 goals and the realistic time frame that you think you can achieve them for this business. Realistic is the key word here. Don't set unrealistic goals. You'll just feel really demotivated to keep progressing. Next tip, turn your hobby into a moneymaker. If you're at a loss for ideas, think, what do I love doing? It's so much easier to operate a side hustle centered on your hobbies and passions. You have to love what you do because you're making a lot of sacrifices. So take your paper, list 2 hobbies, and the top 2 things that you're passionate about in the world. If your membership business isn't centered around these things, it's probably going to be really hard to motivate yourself on late nights and weekends to dig into that side hustle. Final tip, what's to lose? You've got loads of free and low-cost tools at your disposal. What do you really have to lose? Just do it, and you never know what will come of these efforts. A lot of people get held up by starting, but starting is the biggest step. Pause your video, write down the 3 things that are a short circuit to your doubts and that will motivate you to keep going. So what are those key things that are motivating you? When you're feeling doubts, when you're feeling held back, read that list and know that you're making the right choice for yourself and for your future. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that you now have a sheet full of information that you can use to get started, to start your membership site, to keep testing your idea, and to make progress. You don't want to be 20 years ahead from now and think, gosh, why didn't I ever do that? Why didn't I start sooner? I hope you appreciated it. Like and subscribe to our channel for more information like this, about building membership sites, about WordPress. We do a lot of content creation. I hope to see you around. Thanks so much.